Alright. Sorry about that. Uh, oh, my thing is doing like the on off thing. I forgot to turn that off. But, I don't know what happened. I didn't really notice any, issues with, my internet earlier, but as soon as I hit go live and I'm looking around, I just see that, I just see that OBS is like, oh, by the way, you're hemorrhaging like network frames. And it's like, oh, okay. That's, that's a problem. So I went and I restarted the router, which took a bit. The internet here takes a little longer to get back up and running than the one at the old place. I think that's just because the old place was fiber, while this one isn't. Um, and then when I came back, my computer was frozen. I don't know. I don't know if because I was pretty sure I hit like stop stream, but OBS was acting kind of wonky. So I think like it was still hadn't stopped stream, so when it cut internet, it kind of messed up, and like the audio was glitching off of the song that had been playing because I forgot to pause that too. Uh, and then it was just like, yeah. So I had to restart the computer anyway, which to be fair is like really fast. This computer is really fast to turn on and off. And so now it's working. Makes it worse. You just hit with ads when the internet was fucked up. Twitch. They're like, he's gone. Take their shit. 100% for us. I can't believe this. All right, so we have Secrets of the Obscure. I just started it the other day. Why is it so dark? I just started it. I started it. I think I bought it on like Saturday or something. And I played it a little bit, but then I was like, you know what? I'm going to play play this on stream. So here we are. I can't believe with my computer, like we're not even hitting 120 in this area. That's insane. Shows how much of a resource hog some of this shit is. I'm just making sure that all of this is fine. I guess we can turn dialogue up a little bit. I'm probably gonna skip like any of the reading dialogue, but we'll like listen to the mini cutscene that pop up. But yeah, so that was fun. But what's up, Zurich? How was your day? How was your weekend? I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. Thumbs up. Alright, graphics option. Yes, I thought there was a brightness thing that I could mess with. Oh yeah, I checked it out. I got the quote unquote even the freebie questions wrong. I didn't even make it to the true quiz and I was already at a failing grid. It was not pretty. I have not watched any Gundams in like forever and I don't know any of the horse names. So the one that cracked me up was the one where it was both there's a Gundam and a horse with the name. I thought that was funny. That makes it darker and I was already kind of talking about how dark it was. I guess we're just gonna have to roll with it then. I could have sworn there was a. Oh, is it this one? Yeah, it is this one. Make it a little brighter. Not super bright because there are some bright areas in here. Alright. So yeah, with Secrets of the Obscure, we will have access to the sky scale after we finish going through it. So that's why we're starting with this. And then I want to whatchamacallit? I probably won't do it on stream, but I'll probably like well actually we probably will. Depending on how long it takes us to get the sky scale. We'll go I have to get used to the controls, it feels weird. Uh we might do a little side detour to go to Janthier to get the spear unlocked and then come back and finish Secrets of the Obscure. so I can mess around with a new weapon. There's a mastery point here, and I want it. I need it. I gots to have it. I think it's on the other side. I did it when I was in the story like zone earlier, and the mastery point wasn't like spawned in. So can we tame the young sky skins? Nice. And a Mewtwo recommendation of someone doing that. Found it hilarious. Had to check it out. See if the naming conventions were similar enough that things get actually tripped up with it. 35 out of 50. That's solid, honestly. I feel like that's such a solid hit. Yeah, I need to unlock that. Alright. Continue the story. The main thing for me right now is just unlocking the sky skill. It's gonna take me a while to get used to the flying because all of the other games I've ever played with flying don't have the weird stamina system for going up and down. And it feels really weird that I can't just go up indefinitely. I know there's stuff for it that makes it easier along the way, but...
Commander, one of our oldest members.
Oldest mortal members.
Wish I had time to give you a proper introduction to the Astral Ward, but things are dismal.
I don't know how well you guys can hear the dialogue.
Remind me why we can't call for more help? I could have a fleet of airships here in a day.
The Astral Ward is a secret. That is Isgaren's preference, even in times of worry.
Isn't Isgaren?
Yeah, and then Ina, not Ina. Bless herself. Horse game, like, Ina's the one I like comes to mind because she's the person who plays it the most. Yuno is asking me, I guess I should just call her Fuyu. Fuyu was talking about, that, there was an anime guessing game. I took a swing at that, like, I just looked at the first one. I got one thing right, which was the name of the anime of one character. The other three, I didn't know what the hell the animes were, because I don't watch a whole lot of anime, and I haven't watched anime in years. The only one I got right was I recognized the dude from Bungo Stray Dogs. That was it. Oh, shit. He's thick.
The same way that you do, Commander. I've watched your career with admiration, seen the choices you've had to make. You know, as I do, that the right thing to do is rarely clean. There are always consequences.
I'm like so excited, so happy though. They gave this ritual outfit as a drop, and I used to use this on my ritual list because it's like the kind of like the. I guess you could call it like the default. Like basically, it's the like class armor for.
But someone must. You
For the ritualist.
You're likely to again.
And it's because the ritualist is one of the elite specs getting added on the next expansion. But I think that comes out like next month.
Do not miss the ever-changing nature of technology. There. I've attuned your little device to pick up on arcane fluctuations. We'll be able to contact you anywhere.
But yeah, also we might see a return of Supervive.
Well, let's hope
because
happen anytime soon.
Who's been playing it, which I wanted to get back into, but I just never did because nobody I knew was playing it, which made me kind of sad.
I was an esteemed professor in the College of.
But then she informed me of a new character that I hadn't realized, and the new character looks really fun. So maybe after Granblue Guild Wars, maybe we'll do like a PvP day. You know, we'll do like 3 days of like PvP, like Lord of the Fallen, then do like a PvP day, then do Gotcha Fridays. Too bad there's no day of the week that starts with a G. So I can't make like a witty
So I went
You
on
know,
a long
Funky
sabbatical
Fridays,
to
Wacky
explore the
Wednesdays,
world beyond
Tubular
the stuffy
Tuesdays,
labs and debate halls of Rada Sum. And then
Monday
I found this
Mondays,
big lump of bricks
Sassy
hiding away in
Saturday,
Barenhof.
Super Sunday. You know,
Laban
none of them
nursed
start
my
with
curiosity,
G's. I can't do like a
and here I am.
gotcha, gamble,
I still collect
opium.
stipends from the Arcane
Like,
Council.
I got nothing. I got
They
nothing.
think I'm in a
I'm all
jungle
out.
somewhere,
The tank's empty.
gawking at plants. Bureaucracy.
Welcome to the command center.
We're up and running. Good.
This'll help. Navigating the islands might be a bit,
Confusing.
right. Over time, Isgarin and the wizards...
You might say
created
G, be like
reflections.
other languages.
For the
I
scientists
mean,
minded, you could think of it like
even
simulations.
cause even in Spanish, cause I'm bilingual,
They were
I got
built on an
nothing.
astral plane, separate
Lunes,
from our
martes,
physical
miércoles,
reality.
jueves, viernes, sábado,
So they're
domingo.
like fractals.
None of them start with G. I don't know what gotcha would be in Spanish. It's probably just gotcha, but you know, in a Spanish
unlike
accent.
fractals, these are here. These copies are now physical and susceptible to Cryptus influence.
Yeah, this one.
Dragon's cycle ended and the spire's
The weapon
magic was
master.
fractured. Some of those reflections spilled out. They fell
That's the one that I
from
think lets us
multiple
use
ways
other,
distance.
like,
Some
all
of
weapon
them
on every
solidified
spec.
here. Kaineng, Elona. So often the world was only inches away from a completely...
Froden Yuno sent me to help. It sounds like we're working against the clock.
Your eagerness is welcome, but there remains one step before I teach you how to locate rifts. The heart must be attuned. The ancient magics.
I mean, I don't know what it is in, I don't know what the weekdays are in most other languages.
And the wielder.
Most words I've learned from other languages have nothing to do with the day of the week. Usually they're cuss words more often than not.
Doing whatever you
You gotta learn how to be able to verbally recognize when you're being insulted. You know?
And I'll help guide you through the next.
And then be able to throw it back at them. Croissant. Nazi, hello. How was your weekend? Last Astral Ward. Oh, we can't unlock the Astral Ward yet. But is... Oh. So it falls into the secret of the obscure thing. Yeah, I'd rather use the training thing first. Oh, actually? No. We'll stick to this one for now. Because we don't have the... Because I think we unlock the Sky Scale Mastery later. And this is just more stuff on top of that. Doing okay. Hope you're having a good day. If we ignore the fact that I'm running on 4 hours of sleep, today's alright.
Fancy yourself a sky scale jockey? I'll be the judge of that.
Where do you want to go? Oh, I guess. Is it the weird thing where I have to do mastery stuff? The farm mastery to get this? Probably. It's kind of annoying. Something I really didn't like for some of the other stuff. Is that like as soon as you step foot into a story thing, you get past the first mission, they're like, all right, now go do mastery stuff. Like, that pacing feels weird. At least I'm assuming that's what it is. Because it's earned the Rift Guidance Mastery, which is this. That's so annoying, honestly. I really don't understand what the point of that is, besides just artificially inflating playtime. Like, I don't mind there being like a little block somewhere of like mastery, but it should not be after the very first mission of the story. Like, in my opinion. It was one of the things I hated about, aside from that it's kind of just a pain of a map, but Heart of Thorns was really annoying, because you get in, you do the mission, and then it's like, alright, go do events to get mastery, instead of just letting you progress through the story a decent chunk of the way. And then there was a couple other stops along the way. I honestly am not a big fan of that, personally.
The Rift Hunters placed quite an order, but this will be a great learning experience for you. I'll shout out which ingredient I need and how to prep it. We'll be done in no time. Grab me a pretty black crocus flower. Nothing else needed. Goat meat is the perfect ingredient for a hearty meal. Nothing else needed. Just toss it to me like that.
Mother.
Toss me a bone? Don't worry, I can catch. Nothing else needed. Just let's add a shank of goat meat. Ooh, now I'm making myself hungry. Splash it with some blood first. No. That wouldn't even do anything.
What? What am I gonna do? You said goat meat. Oh, that's what it is. Shit.
A black crocus flower will liven up any concoction.
That sucks.
Get one for me, okay? Grab me a pretty black crocus flower. Dip it in some blood. No, not that one. That would never work.
I'm assuming this. What is she want? I don't like that she does it in 2 parts. Like, she goes, give me this, and then you grab it and go to throw it, and then she's telling you the second part as you're doing it. Like, that's kind of annoying, honestly. Oh, what's this? Valkyrie pistol. That doesn't look too bad. I don't know if I'd use it on a Asari, though. But yeah, my dog decided that it was hot, and I've been having, well, my dog basically what ended up being allergies, right? But it took like a week before getting the vet appointment, which to be fair, I lucked out because I was waiting and he was kind of like doing okay, and then he got a little worse. So then I got a vet appointment, and then I called, and luckily the day after somebody had canceled for a 10 a.m. appointment. So I was able to get him in the next day, because if it wasn't for that, then I'd have to wait an entire week extra to go to the vet. So we found that out. So I basically spent like, I think it was like $250 total, because it was like blood work, which to be fair, the blood work wasn't that much more expensive than I was expecting. Oh shit, what the? Where'd she go? I was not expecting that.
My name is Arlay. I'm the ward's second in command of Fractal Research, and I've taken charge of the cleanup here. This version of Garanhoff aims
but he's been waking me up kind of early recently, a little bit, and
if you can spare the time, please stay and help out. These people deserve better than what we've given them.
But he was doing like alright, and then today he randomly decided that he wanted to wake me up at fucking 6 in the morning. After I'd fallen asleep at like 2. And then I just couldn't fall asleep again after. I've started falling asleep at like 10. And then he proceeds to wake me up again at like 10:30. Or like start whining again at 10:30. And then it was just like... I didn't get gold? That's a bit rude. Oh, because I didn't deal enough damage to the elites, because this dude just rolled in and just killed everything. I guess Deadeye still has the it was called like the lazy build. Like some people were calling it that. Where you just auto attack and you just deal a shit ton of damage. Kinda, part of me is kinda surprised they never really did anything about it. Oh, combat. Oh, yeah, combat. But yeah, so I'm running on 4 hours of sleep, and I'm honestly like kind of fucking tired, but at the same point I'm not. It's a very weird state to be in. What even my inventory is full. Oh, I forgot to change my pickaxe over from my ranger. Let me do that real quick. I hate like having to worry about running out of gathering materials or gathering tools. But yeah, so I am kind of dead tired. So if I die a bunch, well, it's one because I haven't played this game in forever, and two, it's I'm kind of fucking tired. So I'll probably go for about like 2 hours, and then maybe call it there. I haven't really decided yet. I guess we'll just play it by ear. No, wait, who has my... Is it my... Revenant? Who has my molten gathering tools? I honestly wish that like if you had like an unlimited use gathering tool, like they would just put that in every single character slot or something. Yeah, he had it. He doesn't. I'll just have to remember to try to buy extra later. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked though, because we get new weapons to play around with. Because I'll finally actually be able to do the builds. Because one of the things that was kind of holding me back was the fact that God, my dude looks hideous without the outfit on because I'm too lazy to spend my shards. But one of the things kind of holding me back is a lot of the builds were with the intention of having Secrets of the Obscure. So there's no vendor here. So a lot of them would be like, yeah, just you know, like for instance, this build, technically I'm supposed to use like a scepter torch instead of the staff, but you can't use a torch on anything that's not Scourge unless you have Secrets of the Obscure. So there's also a spear build that I want to try, but that one's spear, sword, sword, which you can't do if you don't have Secrets of the Obscure and Janthir's Wild. So now we can play around with the real stuff.
I've never seen anything like them.
Oh, can I not heal him? This is supposed to like give regen. Oh, she heals by herself.
safe before. More of them? How are there so many? If there were that many here in the village, let's just keep moving.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. So we have to like progress through the story and stuff. I could use whatchamacallit? World v World currency for it, but I have to farm some more, and it's like kind of unnecessarily, like an unnecessary price to pay when you can just do it for free. Nice. We might as well like finish this out. So.
To Gideon. Where is he? I don't know.
But I need to empty my inventory. Oh, we got it. I forgot about this.
Oh no. No.
Happens? I can't. Glacial Woods.
He could be.
Storm over here and seized up some, and the mayor
Not.
Was that? Lucretia, you're okay.
Oh no. Not yet, because I haven't done my skips today.
You know Gideon.
I'm not gonna lie, I have been I've been grinding other gacha games all day. There's a really big event in Tacticus going on that basically there's a shop that rotates every day for 7 days and then repeats because it's like a 2-week long event. So I was making sure to use all of my energy properly and this and that and doing stuff like that, and then I was kind of just brain dead Papegaing for part of the day too, because well, when you're running on 4 hours of sleep, you know, you kind of just brain dead Papega. But I should actually, you know what? We're gonna do that right now. You know what? YOLO. Even though I'm not like streaming it, it's still like potential streamer luck, you know? Oh, I also still need to. Oh, I should probably do that. I need to uncap and level a little potato. Alright. Cruise goes crazy. Whoever's supposed for some weird reason I'm in charge of I've been given at least the authority to be able to activate the skills, and like whoever's usually doing it has been hella slacking recently. So I'm like surprised Pikachu face when the thing pops up. Also, my Vern is all fished out, but he's taking too long to get to level 10. Not that I'm min-maxing it at all or anything. Skip. Skip. I'll do my skips while I'm here. Alright, I think that's enough for... Yeah. I got just enough. Alright, here we go. We'll start off with the free daily draw, you know? Double claps. Got nothing. And then... So the tickets... Oh, I didn't grab it out of my... I always forget that some of these you gotta actually go and pick them up, and other times they just give it to you. Like, it throws me for a loop, right? Because, like, the collab ones, like, whenever you have the free 10, it just gives it to you. I guess it's a different code. Alright, here we go. Double clap. 10 SSR. What do we get? Gold. Durandal. Useless. Gold Moon. Red hair. I think I could still use that. Gold Moon. Gold Moon. Gold Moon. Parachute, however you pronounce that. Gold Moon. Who's this? Oh! I got Eustace. His dark version, who I haven't had this whole time that he's existed. Oh! I got the Wind Dragon dude, who I also didn't have, who's actually, like, not bad. Wind or Earth? I forget what element. I think he's Wind, right? Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold moons, a Durandal, a Prashu, a red hair dupe, which I don't think my red hair is fully uncapped. And then we got Dark Eustace and Malignant, whatever the fuck his name is. That guy. Honestly, not bad. Not the worst. I don't know if Dark Eustace still sees any use. Oh yeah, he's Earth. But I've seen Malagant still being used on some things. I never say no to new characters. Oh, you're right. I was supposed to be searching for survivors. Hello. Survivors. I don't think the spider hatchling is a survivor. Ah, you good? No. He's kind of dead.
We could use your help here. The storm over Garenhof has eased up some, and the mayor and I need to look for survivors.
Oh, there's a mastery point. Alright, the survivors are gonna have to, like, fend for themselves.
Partially responsible for them even existing. If you find anyone, let me know and we'll portal them out.
Someone's finding them. I don't know how they're finding them, but someone is. Someone in your crew got Sariel from it? Yeah, it'd be that way. Honestly, it'd be that way. I can't even say anything. Because one time when they were giving free daily pulls for Valentine's, I got Valentine Vera when she was new. And I was like, oh, I can't say anything. I'm not allowed to complain ever. Again. I'll worry about doing more events later. I'll try to do some events to kind of like stack some mastery up ahead of time. But my big thing is I really just want to get the well, they sent me mail, but beacon control. Let's go into the beacon command center.
Frode and Juno are inside.
Oh, is it you? Oh. That's amusing. Wabam! You can you have learned all the ancient ways of using weapons from other weapon types. Oh. How did I learn it? You just did. Because it's there. It was always within you. In your heart, Commander. You just needed to stop second guessing yourself. You just needed to stop being constrained by these things that you put on yourself. Yeah. Now we can use any weapon. I think we still need to have like the actual spec unlocked. So I need to unlock Scourge to use a torch. Because it's the very first thing you get. But I don't have enough points. But I plan on unlocking it once we get like the 30 points for running around. That's a bit anticlimactic though. I'd still argue that that's something that should have just been like a default change to the game rather than something attached to an expansion. Oh, I just wanted to. I need someone to sell stuff too. Redacted.
Quite a reward.
Wait, what's in here? Oh, I just gave materials that I can't put in my material box because I don't have enough space.
I was manufactured to the highest standards.
I need to like start selling mithril. Red money, the thingy they added would be so tempting. Whether it's for one of the 4 characters you don't have, just cutting down the Yugi grind by getting 2 built swords. He was also on the 4 you don't have. Or the second Sunny sword. You're the one of the 4 you don't have. Yeah, no, that new like weapon thing they threw out, honestly, like actually probably been the smartest thing they've done in a while. Like in all honesty. It's such a good idea. Because, like, one of the big things, aside from getting the summon itself, which, to be fair, if you just YOLO don't care, you can just Sunlight Stone them. But, one of the biggest thing that's always, like, stops people I've personally known from doing, like, Primal Grids is getting all the weapons. Because it can be pretty rough, especially because a lot of times people who are, like, super light spenders don't want to just... We'd rather use our pulls for, like our sparks for characters, right? Like new characters, because realistically those have more long-term longevity than grids do, especially in the current like tumultuous time of them adding cracked out primal weapons out of nowhere. So
I don't really think I'm going to be able to control the forge well
having something that just gives you a good chunk of it is that's enough to make some light spenders want to spend money on it.
You always manage to talk me into these things.
It's always funny. It's like developers always forget that people are more willing to spend money to ease a grind than they are to like deal with power creep or like just being locked out of something because of money. Like more people will feel comfortable giving money to skip a grind than they will be for just being able to do exclusively be able to do something. So it's the reason why a lot of like Eastern games have kind of gone from, oh, you can, they still have some of it because it still makes them money from the whales because then the whales feel special, which is important. But like if you pay attention to monetizations, a lot of monetizations now for games and stuff have gone from, oh, everything's like exclusive unless you have money, to well, here's a couple exclusive things for the people that spend like a shit ton of money, and then the rest of it is just like reducing the grind to some degree. I really want to get this, but I have to prioritize trying to get the last like the harvesting sickle, the infinite use one.
Don't know what she made it for, but the heart's ability to open and seal rifts by following their astral frequency is impressive.
So it's just like
time with the heart than you, but let me guide you. The heart of the obscure.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised it took him this long to put it out. Realistically speaking.
Channeling it is a source of power.
I guess they just wanted to wait till all the Exaltos are out and milk it, because the Exaltos are probably like the one primal weapon that will probably stay in your grid for a while, just because of the Exalto effect. Probably should. How do you... Wait, how do you activate the thing? I'm confused. It pointed like here, and then I clicked here, and then... Scan. Rift skill. Like, it should be on, like, this bar. But... all that's popping up is the fucking... the fishing thing. Oh, there we go. I have to right click it. So confusing.
I can see it. The magic in the air is flowing.
Incredible.
I really wish they would figure out
What
a
does it look like?
better way for that.
Hard to describe. A little frightening.
Something crazy down the line, like it's like 90% breaking all the grid foundations by needing all.
You can't see it.
No.
I mean, they probably will eventually. I can't see them not doing that. Because if not, then then there'd be like literally no reason to ever like get rid of the Exalto
But don't be afraid.
weapons.
These are your own thoughts made manifest. Go on now. Why don't you see where it leads you?
Oh wait, what's going on here? Nearby materials to repair things. There's also a tier 1 hunt. I don't know what that means. There's also the dumb ingredient lady again. I should not have tried to walk up the inside.
Surprised to see those fellas up? Got Kraut to thank for that one. Tried to keep the sky scale fiasco under wraps.
What do you want us to do?
Given what we're dealing with here, they're critical for navigation. Try climbing.
Beacon of Ages. Find the corresponding barrier location on the exterior of the Beacon of Ages. They're not those things. Bro, I can't tell if I'm just too dumb or some of this shit is just confusing. Oh, here we go. Broken barrier. I need... the orange diamond one.
Is that all you've got? The Ward will recruit anyone these days.
I am kind of curious what they end up planning to do for like primal stuff. Oh my god, this stamina bar is so fucking annoying. Cause like they've added I mean, the only thing I kind of see them is that they plan on just making different versions of Exalto weapons down the line. They'll just have different effects depending on like what's meta, or enabling like new comps or something.
You're not done yet. Get back down here and get some more.
You know, you can say please. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to give a flying amount of stamina bar. I know it gets alleviated with some other stuff, but it's just like, I don't know. At that point, you might as well just give it's like giving your mount a stamina bar for just sprinting.
I can't believe this plan is finally working.
Kind of makes it more cumbersome than it needs to be.
The worst is yet to come.
I mean, yeah, no.
Forging the keys
I don't know. If I wanted realism in my video games, I'd play the simulation game.
There are dangers that come with that.
Even though those are not super realistic.
I've survived worse. It's gotta be done, Maban.
Part of it is just because we don't have the mastery tree unlocked.
What are you waiting for? A spot in the Hall of Heroes?
Because I think the mastery tree gives us extra stamina and then makes it so that when you cling to a wall, you can regain stamina while you're clinging to the wall. Like doing this. I don't gain stamina when I'm doing that. But I think if you have the mastery, it lets you. Nice.
Not too bad. Maybe you'll be useful to me later.
We have 4 minutes. We might be able to.
Dismissed.
We might be able to be chefs. Alright, this time I need to remember to just wait a second.
Oh, thank you. The Rift Hunters placed quite an order. But this will be a great learning experience for you. I'll shout out which ingredient I need and how to prep it. We'll be done in no time. Can you toss me a bowl? Don't worry, I can catch. Add a dash of bloodstone and serve. No, not. Black crocus flower will liven up any concoction. Get one for me, okay? Splash it with some blood first.
They really should just have made that line just be one whole thing. That's honestly kind of annoying.
I only use the freshest demonic essence. Grab it for me, okay? Goat meat is the perfect for an irresistible bait. Sprinkle some bloodstone on it first.
Mamma mia!
Here's a tip. A single ritual will add a ton of potency to your bait. Let's add one. Splash it with some blood first.
Ooh, what the fuck eats a ritual toad?
Not that one.
Huh?
That would never work.
What?
The structure quite like a bone. Quickly now.
I'm so confused.
Nothing else needed. Just toss it to me like that.
She said totem and then I swear she said bloodstone dust. I guess maybe it was
I'm
blood.
making myself hungry. No.
Oh my god. She stopped talking because I was too far away. Oh my goodness. Like, why didn't they just make it so it says everything on one go?
I need a bone. Any type will do. That'll be fine as it is. I only use the freshest.
Like, they literally made it more obtuse than it needs to be.
Grab me a pretty black crocus flower. That'll be fine as it is.
They just made it, like, more complicated than it needs to be. Because they're just like, oh, we're gonna tell you it in 2 parts.
Nothing else needed. Just toss it to me like that. Here's a tip. A single ritual totem will add a ton of potency to your bait.
Yeah,
Let's add
totem.
one. Dip it in some blood for an extra magical kick.
Yeah, I guess that was supposed to be blood. I caught the blood before leaving, so
Great work.
I thought it was bloodstone or blood dust. Because for whatever reason they decided to make blood dust and then blood. And it's just like, brother. I can't. I probably should. We'll guard her again. Didn't read the info about it. The awakening weapons and all the grids for that thing are awakening level 1, so it's not right. Just the full grid completely. But they give it to you, some of them still need input for me to max them out. I feel like that's fair though. Cause like a decent chunk of those grids are like the weapons are still like you can still run Prime 1. It'd be stronger than Magna if even without awakening, because a lot of those weapons are really potent. Oh wait, no. Wait, hold up. My brain. I'll tell you, 4 hours of sleep. That's a fucking kicking me in the ass. I forget that she teleports. But no, yeah? No? Okay. I don't know. My brain, I'm tired. Like second guessing myself. Why am I losing altitude? Brother. One of the most annoying whatever. I don't feel like doing that. I'm not gonna lie. The way they handled the flying mounts annoys me, if I'm perfectly honest.
I found Lear. He's in stasis.
Like,
The situation is dire. Forging the key made him vulnerable to a deep corruption, and it's wound its tendrils around him. I'll try to untangle it from
brother.
him, but I can't do it alone. Please, help me save my friend.
Just why? I don't know if it's just like a me thing. I just feel like making a flying mount and then making it where that little bit, like just getting off of this and going forward, my entire stamina bar is gone just by default. Like, why is the basic bar just disgustingly short and useless? And then instead of staying at the same verticality, your dragon starts going down. Like, it's incredibly annoying. Like, in like a regular zone, I understand. Like, in a regular zone, I actually don't really mind. But in, like, a zone like this that you can tell is literally designed to be on your mount, and it's designed that way because well, they give you it if you don't have it. Because it's temporarily usable in this area, and then you get to unlock it permanently. But it's just like... what's the point? Like, why is it so low? Just by default. Like, you lose it so quickly. I don't know. Sometimes, like, some of the design choices for stuff in this game kind of leaves me confused. Like, don't get me wrong, I love having a dragon. And, like, I understand the whole point of, like, the mastery system. Which is, to be honest, just a grind. Just to get players to play the game. But, it's just, there's certain things that you're just like, why? Like, why did we have to make this so obtuse? Oh no, I think World of Warcraft did it the right way, where it's just like, oh crap, I missed it. Because World of Warcraft, they introduced... What? Why can my character not stand on that little lip? Oh, because I had to click. Alright, just had to use the F. But I don't know, like, I feel like it's probably just a mix of me being tired and then this area just kind of being a bit of a pain. But, like, I don't know. The whole point of adding, like, a flying mount, in my opinion, is because making it nicer to traverse places. But then you attach, like, some, in my opinion, unnecessary stamina bar by going vertical. And then you make some weird mastery to then kind of offset that slightly. Like, it feels, like, less... Like, I don't know. Sometimes, some of the mastery stuff they put, like, sometimes it feels less like, oh, it makes it nicer, and more just, like, almost mandatory upgrades to actually be a usable mount. Like, the Raptor felt fine, when I got it, like, out the box. But, like, the bunny, like, honestly felt kinda useless without upgrades. Not completely, because like, if it wasn't because I'm used to just having to hop on terrain, it definitely would have been completely useless, but I'm used to like hopping on terrain in this map. Like, well, in MMOs in general, that's kind of a very common thing of kind of using a mount to finagle your way up things. You used to have to do it in Final Fantasy 14. You used to have to do it, you know, a lot of other stuff. So it's just like I could make it work. There was a couple spots that I technically apparently shouldn't have been able to go to, but I was able to do it.
Terrifying, isn't it? You'll need to stabilize it before you can seal it. Get closer and channel the heart. The Cryptis will attempt to break your focus on the spell and stop you. Be prepared to defend yourself. Focus on your desire to protect Tyria.
Disgusting. How was the plethora of games? I think you guys were playing with Helldivers towards the end of it. Also, I'm like half dead, so. Do it. Eating bugs, delicious. We did the thing. Wonkwade. Q only ever shows up when Rook is here. I miss when Q used to show up for me. Q is now. Oh, Rook is here. I'm here. Rook not here. I know. Come here. I remember the days when Q would come say hello and then tell me that I was so boring that I put him to sleep immediately after. Those were the days. Those were the days. Sad Quasso. But yes, if you haven't, go check out Rook. He kind of stinks and he plays too many different games, even though he doesn't play Limbus Company that he puts on his fucking wish list. But you know, and it's free. But you know. He'll play horses instead. But he's aight. He's not the worst. What do you want me to do? Oh, I have to like do multiple of these. Great. I guess I should go get some of the other waypoints since my sky skill is kind of still potato. UB got Q. I can't believe you would join the UB Thievery gang. I thought we had something special. I thought, you know, we had bonded. I guess the bond means nothing. Q's hasn't been the same since his Overwatch rank grinds. He used to come home, give a forehead kiss, tuck us into bed, read us a bedtime story. Then he started Overwatch rank grinding, and he's like, "You suck. Don't talk to me." Quit his job. Doesn't even come say hello anymore. Doesn't even come home. He just, you know, he goes to somebody else's house. He's like, "Your PC sucks. Joe's PC is better. I'm leaving you." Devastation.
Partially responsible for them even existing. If you find anyone, let me know and we'll portal them out.
Or God, if I can. I'm not gonna lie, I've had this dragon mount for like an hour. I love the model. I hate the stamina bar. I hated the stamina bar during the quest in what is it for Crystal's Champion thing. Oh my god, that one was a pain in the ass. At least this one you have a couple different little rocks you can climb on. Doing the one quest line that was the original one for the grind for getting the dragon mount, the sky scale to begin with. Oh my god. Getting that done with just default stamina sucked. Like, whoever thought that was okay needs to not do a quest based off of a mount with default stats ever again. It was such a pain in the ass to get to some of the vertical spots. Surely we reach. Surely there's a waypoint over here. I missed all the fat loot up there.
This is Emmon of the Ward, and you've unfortunately found yourself.
Waypoint. I still need to finish unlocking like the other mounts from Path of Fire.
Apparently, this fractal aimed to study a world where Balthazar succeeded.
Waypoint.
Not pretty, to say the least. But if you help me out around here, we'll probably both get back to more exciting duties sooner.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I had never played MMO before, and this is my first time with a flying mount, I'd be like, okay. Of course, of course. Hey, here's this nifty little feature that could help you to go vertical. If you have the mastery unlocked. Finger guns. What the? Jesus Christ. I hate the mastery system sometimes. At least these are here. These are kind of nice. Awkward. I kind of missed the
Be careful
thing.
if you go any farther. The Jade mechs in the city will kill any who enter. The Kainan you know was built on the backs of the machines. In this Kainan, the machines have had a change.
Oh, I can do this.
The world
But damn it, we're gonna try.
some peace to this place. If you can help while you're here, that would mean a great deal. You hoarded this feast for all these years, as though I
Or is it paid mount? You can just avoid all this bullshit. Technically, this is the paid mount. Technically. You wanted to be technical about it, because if I didn't do this, I'd be grinding. I think the grind takes like, oh, I don't remember how. It takes a while, like to do it like the actual way. And then you can kind of like cut it short with gold a little bit. And then you'd have to also like grind on top of that. The mastery. Mother. I fucking knew it. I had a feeling that as soon as I went for this, he would. Oh, these guys are what's killing me. I was like, what's killing me? It was the homeboys. Nice. I actually wasn't sure we could do that. Easy. But yeah, no, ironically, the buying Secrets of the Obscure is like the paid skip. Because instead of having to do this like long ass grind for it, you can you can just buy a DLC where they give it to you. And then the End of Dragons is the other one, because that one gives you the bunny mount. You just have to like go and do the other stuff, but to get the master and stuff like that. But you at least get access to it. Paid convenience expansion, yeah. Okay, so I unlocked the weapon training, and holy shit, was that the most underwhelming thing I've ever experienced as a quest. You get sent a mail of come to me so you can learn to, and like, you know, learn how to wield weapons to the best of your capabilities. Show up, they're like, alright, what do I gotta do? The guy's like, it was in you all along. You just had to believe in yourself. And boom, all of a sudden I know how to use a greatsword on a Harbinger. Like, excuse me? Oh? Sorry, I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how that works. Funny though. Funny. But I don't think that's how that works. There's like people here, but like nobody doing anything. So I'm kind of confused. Also, none of their sky scales look as pretty as mine.
Hippity hoppity, UB is my property.
You fuckers. Any more UB thievery and I'm not gonna have any left over. Ooh, shit. They just killed that one dude in like cold blood because he was sitting a little too close. I got you, buddy. Slowly. But we'll get you back up. Eventually. Today. Here's that bastard. I read the prairie dog as pirate dog, and I was like, oh, yar, yo ho ho. He wants the bones. And then I reread it and I said prairie dog, and then I was no longer amused. My disappointment was slight, but my day is fine. Oh my god, though. Speaking of grinds, though, holy shit, Limbus Company had me just about ready to throw hands, though. Let me clear the sludge. Okay. You're shitting me. Bro, his back legs are on the stupid thing. Yes. Like, that should have, he should have been able to mount that. What the fuck? Like, actual shenanigans, brother. Throw him. Well, it's because it's so, it's literally the dumbest way to do an event I've ever seen in my life. As someone who's played a lot of gacha games, it's literally probably like the worst, because their events, their events are tied to the story. So if you're not far enough along in the story, you cannot do the event at all whatsoever. You can get event stuff from continuing the main story, but and from doing this like pretty long like mirror dungeon thing, which is probably what I'm gonna start. I need to do it at least like 2 more times. But like you can do that. But like you can't do the event for the stuff because of the story. Genshin does that. Genshin used to, and then they added, at least like I don't know if it's for all of them, but when I last played like a year or so ago, they had the like you could choose to like not give a shit about the story, and they would let you like teleport to the event to get it done. I don't know if they do that for all of them, but I know that like that was one of the things they changed. FGO had some of those as well. Yeah, I know like a lot of like there was gacha games I played that did it, but eventually like a lot of them just either got rid of it or they like reduced it. Like because I never played FGO, so I didn't know FGO had it. But I played Genshin, and Genshin, that was one of the things that pissed me off. But Genshin's was also like dumb because of the NPC and the event quest was tied up in some weird ass side quest that you had picked up prior. Like you couldn't do the shit either. Like it was like Genshin's like coding was a bit of a shit show, in all honesty. I don't know how that shit made it out the door. But they changed like a decent amount of it. Doing at some point, we could be wrong. Yeah, it's because like it's very reminiscent of older gacha games. Older gacha games used to do that because it would kind of incentivize the player to spend money on stamina to like push through. But the issue is that a lot of gacha games, especially older gacha games, weren't as story driven. And apparently, don't ask me, I skip story. I hit the skip button like I'm praying to Jesus, right? Like every second of every day. If I see a skip button, I'm hitting it. So I honestly couldn't tell you anything about the Limbus Company story at all whatsoever. Apparently it's one of the main attractors to the game. I don't fucking... I like the combat and the characters look cool. That's good enough for me. But it's just like... It's really annoying because there's a really easy solution. Like if they didn't want to like if they want to keep it this way, right? Which, to be fair, I don't really think there's a problem with locking events behind story. It just depends on the game. And then it depends on how, like, the rewards are and how the handle is for it. In Limbus Company's, like, early game is very reminiscent of, like, early gacha games. Like, when a gacha game's, like, in its early phase, right? Where resources are very tight. You don't really have a lot of it. And also, this isn't just like a personal gripe, like, because I was trying to look for what people would suggest like a newer player to do to get event currency. Nobody had anything. All I saw was a lot of people being like, they really need to change this, because apparently that's just how they've been doing it since the game's been out, and the game's been out for like 2 years. So it's a bit scuffed, to say the least. But like, the solution's actually like incredibly simple. They have like a couple of solutions they could do. There's one that's like really easy that they could implement, which would be allowing you have this like 3 times daily bonus thing for a certain event to get what's called thread, which is used to like uncap your character, so to speak. And they could literally just make it where those three daily uses give you event currency. To be fair, all right, before I continue on this tangent, to be fair, the prices for the event shop is very cheap, in all honesty, like extremely cheap. Probably some of the cheapest event prices I've seen. Like realistically speaking, they're pretty like far down there. Where like if you can continuously push through the story, you'll be fine. It only really becomes an issue when you hit a stopgap in the story. And from what I understand, I have finished all of the easy stories. And to be fair, the whole reason I got like on a annoyance was because one of the I was stuck on a dungeon run that I couldn't clear, and if I couldn't clear the dungeon, I couldn't get more story stages to farm for more event currency. So it was like extremely annoying. It took me like I think like 3 or 4 days to like put something together to be able to clear it. And then we cleared it like no problem. Okay, I summoned a bird. I don't know how, I don't know why. Goodbye, bird. Thank you for gracing me with your presence. But yeah, these little pellet things, they need to be more of that. They need more of that. Oh, I mean, I could make it over, but I doubt I could make it up. So I'm just gonna YOLO, fuck it, we bought. Oh, we made it. Winning. But it was just like, they could do that. They could do a daily login thing where every, every day you get like a little bit. Like they give you like 10, 20 every day. So that way if you're a new player, you're still getting something. And then if you're a veteran player, it's like slightly easing your grind. Not by a whole lot, but one less dungeon run is one less dungeon run for your sanity. And then the other one they could do is they could just make like a little prologue event, right? Like just a small little prologue dungeon that, I don't know, they could try to cut out spoilers or something. I don't really, like, again, I don't pay attention to the fucking story, so I don't know how easy it would be to make like a prologue introducing the thing. That way newer players have this one little thing they could run. And they could just grind that for like a little bit of currency. Could also work. I think I prefer like the previous two more, to be honest. And then the other one would be that it would have to, which to be fair, they have like half the system anyway. Because what they could do is that they could run the check where because they already do. The event checks if you've completed the story past a certain chapter. If no, you cannot access the story, the event stages. So if it goes, all right, you cannot ask the event stages, what they could do is they could just make it where the furthest like story stage you've cleared, you can grind that story stage for event currency. As for newer players, right? Because if for a veteran player, it doesn't matter. They played the game, they're through the story, they can get to the end. And then you also don't really want to do a thing where the veteran players can just go back and farm like really easy modes to just power through it real quick. Because then that just defeats the whole purpose of having event stages to begin with, especially if it's attached to the story. So, and from what I understand, like the content's usually harder because it's geared more towards players who are at that stage. I don't know, I feel like there's just very easy solutions that would make it less frustrating, because one of the big things that I've been seeing like a lot of veteran players talking about is that they've done a kind of piss poor job of helping new players actually catch up. They've done better than they had been before, from what I understand, but it's pretty bad. To be fair, I'm usually not someone who cares, because again, usually nowadays majority of the of gacha games, the I has box, fear my power. A majority of gacha games, right? Events are predominantly split between offering high tier rewards for veteran players, so that way they can they have something extra that is useful for them. And that they'll be able to clear out the whole shop, because as players who can do higher level content, they get more stuff, which is just normal. But it's also designed to help lower level players be able to get through like the initial humps faster, so they can progress more in the game. And it's just like, it just feels really weird to play a gacha game that came out recently. Again, the game's only 2 years old. It came out in 2023. That's extremely recent when you consider how old the bigger name gacha games that are out right now are. That it's just like, it just feels weird that it's been like a problem for like 2 years and they haven't really done anything about it. I don't know if it's a case of just like I don't know if the company has ever said anything about it, because it's a Korean company. It's also hilarious because there's a global client, but it runs on Korean times. Like all the reset times and everything are from Korean Standard Time, which is fine by me because I have a clock for Tokyo, which is the same time zone, so I really don't care. I just find it amusing. Uh, I will say like it has cool things. I like Limbo's Company. The more I play it, the more yes, I know. Shush. Stupid ley lines. But the more I like it, the animations are kind of nice. I think part of the reason I like the animations and the art is just because I like Grand Blue Fantasy. I don't know, I'm a very big fan of well-designed 2D characters, which the like in my opinion, like Olympus Company, like I'd say their sprites. I don't know if I'd say they're as good as Grand Blue Fantasies, because Grand Blue Fantasy, especially the current ones, have so much fucking detail. Like Sariel's chibi sprite, like geez Louise, that shit's insane. But I still think they're actually like still pretty good, personally. I have not seen the newer ones for Fate Grand Order, so I can't say anything, but I can say that compared to when I used to try to play Fate Grand Order, they're a lot better. They actually have some depth to them, and don't just look like paper cutouts. Like, just awkwardly moving. He's got a hammer. Isn't that a dwarf? That is a dwarf. They're on raptors! Hold up. They're small dwarves on baby raptors. Bro, why can't we be dwarves? Dog, they add dwarves as a playable character. All my Asuras are getting deleted. Except for the Necromancer one. My Asura is getting deleted. My NG is getting re-rolled from a Norn to fucking dwarf. Like... Well, I'd probably just re-roll the Guardian, and which is an Asura, and then my Engineer, which is a Norn. I'd probably just leave the Thief. Even though I've been debating deleting the Thief, if I'm perfectly honest. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could try it now. Well, no, because I still think I need to unlock the other weapon thing that lets you use the expanded ones. Wait, can I equip a sword? Do I have a sword? That's a gun. That's a staff. That's a bow. I know has like regular sword. I have great sword. I guess if I get like a shitty like sword from somewhere, I can see if I can equip it. Because I think I still have another training I need to do for the one that gives you like the extra weapon that all the classes can use. So you're not a Yu-Gi-Oh player? That's not like Master Duel. Don't reach just smash. Look, ain't nobody got time for that. Dog, the new characters they have are like 2 pages. Like, when they get put out, they're like borderline 2 pages of shit to read to figure out how the skills and the passives work. And I'm just like, nobody's got time for that. I'll leave that to the fucking content creators, bro. That's their job. My job is to be dumb. Can we reach the wizard's tower? I want to try to get like all the waypoints I can. Makes traversing the map easier. FGL characters, like paper cutouts. They're pointing those early characters got animation updates improved. Can't be able to do over the years. Oh, that's good. I feel like they would have had to. There's just no way, because that was always one of the biggest complaints also early on for FGO, aside from the gacha rates. People were just like, we have to spend this much to get this character, and then the animations look like this. Excuse me? Something tells me I can't make it to the wizard tab. Oh wait, something tells me I'm also looking in the wrong direction. I think I can climb up that. Especially because there's orbs. There's a orb. Yeah, I haven't seen. I've seen the alt animations. I know some of the alt animations look pretty good. But yeah, I mean, it's good that they updated the animations. I was very confused how people could play that. Because, like, to be fair, early, like, Grand Blue Fantasy animations weren't anything to write home about, but they also weren't that bad. We did it. And then the current animations are actually, like, pretty fucking sick. Fireballs. Wow. I'd rather, like, unlock this stuff, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need this for story. there a waypoint? There should be, right? But yeah, so I like the animations. They look pretty good. I like the costumes. I am slightly sad because I keep getting shit for characters that aren't my favorites. Well, that's half true. I like Rodion and I like Otis. They're the two I like the most. I have gotten a pretty good thing for Otis ID. Rodion, just I've gotten one, like, essentially SR character, like, version of hers, and it's like really bad. I don't think any of hers are actually like usable. I think like all of Rodion's IDs that are usable are all her 000 ones. Is there really no waypoint here? Huh. Maybe it's like on the northern part? Or maybe there's just like, there might be just a way to teleport here once you get, continue the star. Alright, let me continue the star. But, I'm so sad because they gave you, one of the nice things is like, one of the things they added, I think it was from last year, when I was looking at the account creation, because there's like a new, there is no daily login thing, which I found interesting. There's not very many games that are like that nowadays, for gacha games, especially ones that are more like turn-based mobile kind.
This fractal was created to study what
But
would happen if ley line energy overflowed without containment.
But
Nature has reclaimed this maguma.
what's it call it?
One that's worth
Oh, master. We can get that shit later.
While there is much to be done, please resist the urge to slash and burn your way through here
Nope.
in the process.
Slash and burn is what we do, baby. That's what you guys ordered. That's what you guys are gonna get.
Engaging hostiles.
But they give you this this select ticket for the first season of IDs, which, to be fair, there's a couple pretty good ones in there. So it's not like that bad. There's been a couple people I've seen, the like veteran players, that have been like, that kind of should be expanded by now. But the part that makes me sad is I decided to get Sinclair's, which I got there was a choice between two that people were just like, these are really good for like new players, and it was between Sinclair and Faust from the same like faction type. And wait, do I need to go up or down? Oh, I think I need to go like in the middle. I'm trying to get this like little square thing. It's POI. There we go. I chose his, and then for, I think it was like, yeah, the 2.5 year anniversary is what they're having, which is why I was mentioning the other day. That's just rude. Which is why I was mentioning to Zephy, who was saying he's on the fence to play it. It's like, there's a pretty good thing for logging in, and one of them is a guaranteed, it's a 10 pull with at least one guaranteed 000. I think you can get more than one. I think I was watching a short of someone who was pulling with one of those tickets, and they got like 2 of them, and then they ended up getting 2 of the same that they already had, which was funny. But is he spawning again? Oh, I didn't know that. Alright, where was the thing? The thing was this way. But I used that ticket, and it gave me one of Sinclair's new IDs from this season, which is actually pretty good. Like, I don't think it's like a direct replacement to the one that I have, that I pulled from the that I got from the selector ticket, but it's actually pretty good. And it's just like, it makes me sad. It makes me double sad, because it means I got another basically SSR for one that I already had. And then it makes me extra sad because it's the same faction as the character version that I actually want, just the wrong character. So it was a bit of a double slap in the face, to be honest. It was like, yeah, here, we gave you Ain't no way it made me go back to where I came from. Get out of combat. So it was just, I was just like, sad face. Sad face. Oh, he's getting attacked. Are they attacking a dwarf? We must protect his honor. Protect the beard. Oh, it's a Wanger. But yeah, I think the only major gripe I have right now is the way they handle events. I think they need to kind of workshop that a little bit, because there's, in my opinion, pretty easy solutions. Because the reason it was really frustrating was because, so the story's like segments are called cantos, and at the end of every canto, there's a there's like a dungeon that you have to clear, which has like 3 floors, and with the 3 floors, at the end there's a final boss. And for Canto 3, the final boss has a mechanic that basically made it where my 2 characters that I invested the most in were completely useless. Because he had a mechanic that as long as they have bleed or burn, they heal like a shit ton of their HP. And the 2 characters I invested the most in have, one has bleed, the other one has burn. So I was just applying a bunch of that. And basically my whole team was basically bleed burn, so I was completely fucked. Luckily, when I was pulling on the previous banner, I'd gotten an Otis ID, which was Rupture focused. And when I did some research, she's like really good, like by herself. So that was pretty nice, and that's what saved me. That's what let me clear 3 too. But I had to like spend time flipping resources and uncapping it and stuff like that. But it was just like, it was so frustrating. Because the irony of it was that if the if they, you know, if they had another way for like newer players to get some extra currency besides like the story quest or mirror dungeon, it would have been nice. The biggest, to be fair, the biggest caveat to this all is the fact that I'm trying to get the free character, because there's a free character, like a free highest rarity character with the event that costs like 1,000 currency. Realistically speaking, my gripe would be non-existent if that character wasn't a thing. Because a lot of the prices are really cheap, where the mirror dungeon would have gotten me enough, like, stuff to... Oh, is this another event about to start? Would have gotten me enough stuff to, like, progress a couple of my characters. But it was just like, I don't know, I was kind of not happy though. I was like, what is this? What is this? Because it was an issue I kind of ran into with the previous event. Because the other problem was that they did 2 events back to back. So I was trying to push through all the story events that I could on the first, you know, when I first started playing, like the first 2 weeks. And then it just so happened to fall being stuck on this dungeon with this new event that had a new character in it that I didn't have. And I was just like, I was not a happy bear. I was a very angry bear. I definitely hit a point where I was cussing the game out. You piece of shit. I don't have nice words. This is also why I don't play games. Like, like I don't stream them when they're still like new. Alright, where were we? Before I got distracted with the events. I'm like a fucking... I don't know, like a dog. Every time I see something shiny with the events. Oh, is there no rift? But yeah, I don't know. Limbus Company is definitely... I can definitely tell it's not for everybody, though. I enjoy it. I like... It's taking a bit... I'm, like, slowly understanding it. I've watched some, like, explanations. It's... I think, to be honest, one of the biggest thing that's making me... that's endearing me to the game is the community itself wants the game to succeed. So they put out a lot of information to learn how to play the game. which is really, really good. That's always a really positive sign when you're playing a gacha game. Please don't tell me they just closed it. You have to be shitting me. They just closed it. I am going to cry. I just got here. They just closed it. I am so sad. I saw the portal thing, and then I saw it like disappear, and I was like, please don't tell me that closed. I'm crying. Those aren't my tears, they're yours. How much further do we go? But yeah, there's like a lot of content out there for
How's it looking out there, Commander?
for stuff.
I don't see anything, but I can feel it. Something out there.
One of the it's one of the things that makes me sad about like Tacticus. Well, to be fair, alright, actually, the biggest thing is Warhammer 40k Tacticus is the first time I've ever seen in the actual mobile app they promote like known and like trusted content creators. Like they have a section that you can click on it that'll have like an announcement that that they'll post like links to like the videos or like live streams of like the content creators that I'm assuming they have like a content creator program or something, so that like for like trusted content creators. And it's like, it was so interesting because it was the first time I ever saw. That was the first time I've ever seen that in a gacha game. I've always seen them like outside, right? Like people will, you know, companies will be like, hey, go check out this person, and they'll be like Twitter things and stuff like that. But it's the first time I'd ever seen in the game app that there was a thing for it, and I thought that was really neat. Oh my god, what in the cancerous hell was that nonsense? But I thought it was really cool. And then they also do like codes. Like they give away like free promo codes for like when they reach achievements, like when they hit like 10k, 2k. I think there was one for the guy hit like 500 subscribers or something. And they did a code for it. Like it's really cool. I always find it really cool when like game companies support people that make content for their game, because then it, you know, promotes itself. It makes like a healthy, positive like feedback loop. But yeah, but Limbus Company, like the wiki, I will say their wiki, like I don't know what happened. I don't know if the guy who, like the people working on it got busy, like what happened, because they don't have anything for the newest update. Like all of the event and stuff like that is all from the previous update, or yeah, the previous update, like the previous new character and the previous event and stuff. Like it's not updated at all whatsoever, and I don't know if something like happened to the person. That's probably one thing that Granblue Fantasy like really spoiled me on. Was Granblue Fantasy and World of Warcraft having like these very well supported, well-driven like wikis for the game. Like not like playing a game that doesn't have that stuff is it's so bad. It's so rough when you're used to it, because you're just like, man, I wish this was a thing. PoE too, like PoE also has that. It also has has a community-driven wiki that's like really, really good. I don't know. I like seeing games where people play the game, and then there's a lot of content that's not just people fighting over what the most optimal build is. Because I think that's like probably the one thing that kind of annoyed me the most from like the, I'd say in general, like just the MiHoYo crowd, unfortunately. Is a lot of times it's just people arguing of like, why are you using that character? Use this other character. Don't pull on this character sucks, like blah blah blah. It's kind of hard to, like, it kind of becomes a pain. I think it's like one of the main reasons why there's so many XYZ main Reddit, like subreddits for MiHoYo games. Because like trying to find any worthwhile information on the on like the regular subreddit, on like the main subreddit, is a fucking shit show. Like it's a nightmare, honestly, sometimes. Which kind of sucks. It is what it is. Though speaking of Star Rail, not directly, that's kind of something more related. I tried the Kaiju number 8 gacha game that just recently released. I think it literally just released like the other day. Oh, is this the repair one? I'll do the repair one. It's basically kind of sort of Star Rail, but with a Kaiju number 8 skin. Alright, so they do change. There's, I guess, a very slight difference in a certain mechanic, but for the most part, the game itself is basically Star Rail. Not quite sure how I feel about that. Because it's like, there's 4 characters on your team. Check. There's oh, I can grab one of these little orbs. I cannot grab one of these little orbs because I am a small Asura. Each character has a normal attack, a skill, and an ultimate. Check. You can do like a break bar. Like every monster kaiju has a weapon typing / elemental weakness that you can break. That when you break them, delays their turn and gives them a weakness thing. Check. Like I'm just playing it and I'm like, am I playing Star Rail? To be fair, I'm not surprised. Realistically speaking, if you're gonna make like a turn-based gacha game, I feel like if you're not going to do something Granblue Fantasy style, with like, you know, 4 skills, character, stuff like that, and you're not gonna come up with your own like take on it, like Limbus Company, then your only real option is either Star Rail or copying one of the systems that I really dislike, which is the like pseudo card-based system, right? Where you have like a deck of cards. Well, to be fair, if it's just the deck of cards, I don't mind it, because like Moriman's combat system is the deck of cards one. You have your team has a deck of cards, and the stuff you get from that is you have to like play around it. Like Moriman's is actually kind of interesting because the way it works is you have like a set amount of energy you can use, and then you have a deck of cards, which, you know, all the different cards have different costs. And then nice. And then whatchamacallit, whatever cards you don't use, basically, I think they get like reshuffled into the deck or something. I don't know. I don't think there's like an actual graveyard, but basically, unless it's a specific type of card, you you don't keep the cards in your hand. Like whatever you don't use, they get like tossed out, and then you get a new like stack, which I don't really think is that bad. The one that I hate the most is the one that like Reverse 1999 or 7 Deadly Sins does, where it's like you have the cards where each like character on your team has the cards, like has like, I think it's like 2 or 3 cards, and then you can combine them together to make stronger versions of it. I hate that system. I really do. I think it's literally like one of the dumbest like systems, because it's like, oh, well, you have two of the same cards, but there's a card in between that also you have another like copy of, so you can waste a skill slot, a skill use, to move the cards next to each other to make them combine. And I'm like I don't know. I guess it's like some people like it because Reverse 1999 is doing pretty well. I think the whatchamacallit, the 7 Deadly Sins gacha game is still going. So, you know, I guess there is a
did you say something, Commander?
Market for that. So there's that, but I can't stand that combat system, to be honest. Like, I think it drives me up a wall. I hate it.
I'll leave you to your work.
I hate not being able to. I hate having to waste a turn of doing nothing. Stares at you when I have to guard button, when I have to guard through a mechanic that I pegged accidentally and can't just like brute force through because it'll kill my whole team. Looking at you, Siete. You bastard. Now let's go do the ingredients one real quick. But it's just like I really don't like it personally. It's like probably one of the only real turn-based combat systems I am not a fan of.
Oh, thank you. The Rift Hunters placed quite an order, but this will be a great learning experience for you. I'll shout out which ingredient I need and how to prep it. We'll be done in no time. Nothing helps the structure quite like a bone. Quickly now. Nothing else needed. Just
Oh, demon head.
those ritual totems.
Well, that's a Dahlia.
Colorful,
I don't know what the hell that is.
Toss me one. Dip it in some blood for an extra magical kick. Let's add a shank of goat meat. Ooh, now I'm making myself hungry. Sprinkle some bloodstone on it first. Those ritual totems are certainly colorful, aren't they? Toss me one. Splash it with some blood first. Let's add
Okay,
a
it's
shank
done.
of goat meat. Ooh, now I'm making myself hungry. Nothing else needed. Toss it to me like that.
That's hard moving. I was like, I'm gonna miss.
Those ritual totems are certainly colorful, aren't they? Toss me one. Dip it in some blood for an extra magical kick. I need an offering bowl. They should all be clean. Add a dash of bloodstone and serve.
Yeah.
I only use the freshest demonic
Yeet.
essence. Grab it for me, okay? Let's add a shank of goat meat. Ooh, now I'm making myself hungry. Dip it in some blood for an extra magical kick. Here's a tip. A single ritual totem.
Also, it is not like
Let's add one.
wasted on me that 90% of the times when I don't have really anything to talk about, whatever, I'll let this person get some. Yeet.
Goat meat is the perfect ingredient for
But it always kind of just devolves to me talking about gacha. I don't know. I guess it just shows how much I play gacha games. What can I say? Gacha games are very interesting topic. I got a lot to talk about. They show you the duality of life. Teach you about yourself. Also makes me realize that I actually enjoy managing resources when it requires things I find interesting. I don't actually know if I could ever stand being in a manager, like in a managerial position, because it would also mean that I'd have to refrain from calling people non-office appropriate words. I mean, to be fair, I was really good at calling someone a moron
quickly, please.
But like in office speak, in my old job.
Vital signs.
My boss used to get a kick out of like reading the emails.
Sharp pains in your
Because I'd have like teachers show up to her complaining that I was like being rude, and she'd look at the emails and he's like, he hasn't said anything rude in the email, so I can't really help you.
Honest, if we want a proper bill of health, Commander.
Maybe I've been hearing a whisper since I got back from the demon realm, Nios.
Not surprising. Here, let's check on your astral alignment. Influenced, perhaps. But I can confirm that you aren't possessed. Your will is intact. We can work with that. Hearing voices after traveling through the mists isn't entirely uncommon. So long as it's not telling you to murder anybody, and you're not acting on those impulses.
It's not telling me to murder anybody yet.
That would make things exciting, wouldn't it?
I'll let you know if that changes.
My dog's out. With how passed out my dog is, you would think he's the one that's only been running on 4 hours of sleep. He is flipped over, just passed out. Little front leg shaking.
Nice work out there. Sky scales are invaluable for navigating the fractured landscape, but there's even more they can do. Speak with Skyscale trainer Diane at the Beacon of Ages if you want to learn everything there is to know about Skyscales.
Something down. Beacon, Skyscale. I'm here. Where's Diane? Did you lie to me? Did you lie to me, you? I'm gonna break his kneecap. Oh, maybe it was like at the actual beacon itself and not like... Alright, which one did I have that has the dialogue? I don't think I had anything that had the game dialogue in there. Nope. Is it you? That is you. Right.
Commander, we think Dagda is near the old observatory. Rian will watch for additional rifts. You need to come to us immediately.
But yeah, we'll go probably for like another 28, 30 minutes. Ah, shit, the grind. I need to do like... Oh, it's so funny though. Out of all the gacha games I play right now, all of them except for one is on a global server. And I think none of them have like NA reset times. Like, well, like not in the, like in the way where they reset at like a what would be like a normal reset time for NA. Limbus Company is based off of Korean Standard Time. Grand Blue Fantasy is Japan. I mean, to be fair, I guess technically it's like I don't know if we could say Grand Blue Fantasy is global servers because, well, we're still playing off of JP servers, but it's a browser game, so I'm gonna give that one a pass. I'd say it's global. It's a browser game that has English voice acting in it, and English like English language options. So I'm gonna say it's a global. But that, you know, JP time.
Not good.
Warhammer 40k Tacticus is EU. Well, it's EU, but it lines up with the daily reset time for playing on the Korean version for 7 Nights. Which 7 Nights officially launches on the 18th of September. There's actually an official release date now. So that'll be fun. I'll actually be able to play it
Yeah.
all in
let's go.
English and not like 3/4 in English.
Not used to taking orders.
Because I don't know if there's been an update for the English patch, but like I think like about a quarter, maybe like a fifth of the stuff right now after this last update is in Korean because they added a bunch of new stuff.
In power drawn from the cosmos. A Jotun. That's one hell of a punch, too. Any Cryptus that took her down is probably one we should be afraid of. We're one of the most magical races in Syria.
Right, but
Yeah, they're not in the
Yeah, I don't think I play anything that has like that their reset time is in like NA time zone. Which is relatively amusing. I feel like that's kind of just telling that I don't tend to like American-made gacha games. In all honesty. Actually, that's a lie. I used to play one called, well, I mean, I haven't played it in a long time. But there was a gacha game I used to play back in university called Knights and Dragons, I think is what it was called. Actually, there was a couple of them. But, that was one of the gacha games. That was probably the one gacha game, like, I was a guppy. I'd spend, like, $50 a month on that game, usually. It was like I had like a, well, that was on the months that I had like extra money and I wasn't like super broke. But I did consistently swipe on that one. But that one actually had some pay to win mechanics on it because they would have these event raids that would pop up that you would get bonus damage. I think you got bonus damage, but you got like bonus progress if you had like specific armor set. Which there was like a free version that you could grind for through the event, which you then had to upgrade after getting it.
Do you hear that?
And then
Yeah, I do.
there was one that you could get from pulling in the gacha. And if the armor was cool enough, I would spend money to try to get the gacha one. Guild Wars 2 is actually the other game I used to actually spend a decent amount of extra money on. I used to buy gems in Guild Wars 2. Not all the time, but I would do it from time to time. That's how I got like some of the cosmetics that I own. Like the Grenth hood. I swiped for that one. The greatsword skin I have. This one, I swiped for that. And the helmet, I swiped for that. No save in that one. I like the green effect when I have the blight stacks up.
She was a friend.
Found family.
Ooh.
They'll keep coming until Dagda is stable. Let's move.
Find all the readable notes. We might have missed some. Oh, there's 2. I'm gonna assume that there wasn't any in the cave. I'm gonna hope there wasn't any in the cave. I don't remember if there was anything in this expansion from the mastery stuff that had cosmetics that I cared about. I need to go back and do the Lion's Arch one to get the shoulder pieces. Ice Brute has a glove that I want to get.
And
you lead.
I think Janthir's Wild has a shoulder piece that I want. There might have been notes in the
She's just ahead.
in the cave.
The air is particularly dense in here. Which one of
Yeah, I'm pretty excited though.
latched on to the wizard?
7 nights in like a little over 2 weeks. Which is nice. I was actually really afraid that 7 nights launch would coincide with Guild Wars.
Zosha, what are you doing? You brought the Harbinger to kill me?
They're here
Harbinger,
to
where?
help.
I'm a ritualist. What do you mean?
They're here to end me, as they've ended so many others.
True.
See if I can cast a barrier to keep her trapped.
You are not the first name out loud on that. I still ate like a majority of that. It's 6 feet tall, bro. You're like 2 inches off the ground on a fucking footstool. What do you mean 6 feet tall?
Whispering things. The color of the sky that day.
I was too slow. I don't think you need to pick up both of them.
That's not my name. Don't call me that.
Almost finished Dan's.
This is one of like the few times that, well, this is one of the main reasons I like playing Reaper. Reaper with the grit is really nice. And the greatsword. Well, actually, I kind of been using the greatsword. The greatsword doesn't really go well with the debuff. That was not the button I meant to hit.
I can imagine the sound of waves.
That sword doesn't look too bad. Great sword you have.
My thoughts.
I like the design of the sword. I don't really like the middle part that's like kind of
No missing limbs?
An ache in my
revolving,
neck,
but
I'm fine, little one.
definitely one of the better great swords I've seen in this game.
This is the commander.
I know.
Well,
I know.
thank you for refraining.
I'm taller
from
than you thought I
killing
would be.
me. I'm sure you resisting that urge was a challenge.
What? I don't understand. I helped you.
Maban brought them here. We're on the same side.
Maban is too trusting.
Maybe you should check in on Frode and Yuno. Make sure they didn't
I'm
get
trying to
damaged.
recall. I don't think I've made this guy like kill everybody who's put in his path when he had a choice. Actually, I think I've made like on this guy the predominantly do the choices of to like save the most lives that he can. Though if she had said that, I would have been like, I could fix that problem, you know? Put bullets in gun ass talking. I do have a pistol that does want to be shot. Just saying. You're looking mighty low on HP for someone within kneecapping distance. Yeah, I think there was a thing of notes in the cave before Sedge. Guess I'll just play the mission again later. I wouldn't. Does the weapon training like does it unlock for your whole account? Or do you have to like run the character through the story, like every character, for it to work? I actually don't know. I guess I'd have to look that up.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
Or 10.
How's she faring?
Zoja's with her now. A little beat up.
A little beat up. A little ungrateful.
If I'm going to be honest,
Should have shot her in the kneecap one more time.
List of introductions.
Unsurprising. Dagda is,
A mother to us all.
and fiercely protective of her brood. We'll get Dagda somewhere safe to recuperate until
Oh,
we
yeah.
can get back into the tower.
So protective
We'll
that
meet you at the Beacon of Ages.
shows
Catch your
aggression
breath.
to the person that's
Don't take it
helping
too
said
hard.
brood.
She'll
Yes,
see you.
very protective.
That went
Oh, I forgot to look
smoothly
up what the
enough.
Rift Hunter stuff looks like. Oh, we'll have to do that when we get back anyway. I'm hoping it looks kind of cool. The old Cathay pieces, some of them look pretty good.
And you're still
Back to
here.
town, time to save on the silver.
Possessed.
No, you are not.
Then who are you?
Peter.
And what do you want, Patha?
Chicken nuggets.
Now you choose silence.
No, it's not. They ran out of minutes on their cell phone, that's why. That's all it is.
Tried to keep the sky-scale fiasco under wraps. The Dragonfall infestation was far too advanced.
Get the higher one again. Oh, there isn't one on this side. Like there was last time. So it has to be the higher one. No? But did they change where it spawned? Oh yeah, they did. That one's a bit of a pain in the ass to get.
Is that all you've got? The Lord will recruit anyone these days.
Checking on Dagda, she'll be fine. She made it abundantly clear she don't need help from me if it ain't bullets to the kneecaps. Oh, of course it's the... I had a feeling, I was like, yeah, that one's like really high up. And I didn't want to say it out loud just in case because I didn't want to jinx it. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get that one like back to back. Yep. Yep.
Is that all you've got? The Lord will recruit anyone.
You got a chance to shoot this guy at some point. I was about to say, if I got it 3 times in a row, that's how I know the game actually hates me. There we go, blue. Watch. Fucking knew it. I could feel it in my bones. The game's like dogging a lot of shit for someone within getting fucked distance. Oh.
Is that all you've got? The Lord will recruit anyone.
Sure. I just want to go to the bank so I can see the wardrobe. But then, you know, event for XP, for mastery, which is kind of a necessity. To be honest, I don't particularly mind the whole mastery thing, like for being some locks in story. I just think that like the first one is like way too soon into the story. Because considering I'm thinking you get XP. Oh, there's one up here. I didn't know that. That's good to know. That makes things a whole lot easier. Nice.
Not too bad. Maybe you'll be useful to me later.
Where is
Now get out
the bank?
Dismissed.
Now get out of my sight. Is there no bank here? I really don't want to teleport out. Man, I just wanted to see if we could see the full Rift armor. Rift Hunter armor. Oh, I think they're the same leg. Like, I think it's the same armor, regardless of the... Oh, no, it's different. Yeah, these pants are different. So there's probably some variation. Maybe not. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's that one dude. The big dude that we saw. The big Norton dude. That was in the beacon office. I think it's his armor.
Welcome to the command center.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this armor. Because those are the fuzzy boots. Doesn't look too bad. I don't know if I'd use it on my Necromancer. I could probably yeet it over to my Char, see what how he looks in it. Kind of sad there's no bank here, though. Especially because I need space. Empty my inventory a little bit. Oh, it is underneath. I was kind of second guessing myself when I shouldn't have.
That is all.
This is most remarkable.
I think that's really all we have for selling. How much did that get? 198. I think it's better if I just open it and salvage. That gives me like 10 gold worth. I still think technically it's like... I'm mistaken, I think it's like worth more to just open it, salvage it yourself, and then sell all the materials you get. It's just that shit is a laborious process. Oh, do you have a cheap sword on hand? No. No, you don't. Anybody have a sword on hand? Oh, what's this? That's kind of cool. Big, too. Oh my god, what the... He's as big as my character, bro! What is this? He's as tall as my character! I was expecting him to be like, maybe, like, chest height or something. I didn't expect him to literally be as tall as my character. Oh, that's funny. I think I have another one that's pretty big, too. Yeah, see, I was expecting him to be this height. Yeah. Why is his texture so bad compared to the other ones? Oh, I literally have a rock with googly eyes. That's funny. Oh yeah, the fucking raptor one's like huge too. Ooh, Shiba Inu. Bro, I was not expecting Mini Fro to be that big. His minion is literally the size of a fucking an Asura. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Funny, but ridiculous. What pet do I want? What have the little Shiba Inu? You know, what's a Necromancer without their Shiba Inu? Oh, here we go. Let's see. Okay. I don't think any of these have special model. All of these are ones I've seen before. Yeah, this is... Yeah, it says skin locked. Ah, this is so annoying. Like, there's definitely a bunch of these that I had skins for before that I don't have anymore. Actually, that one doesn't look too bad. The Bloodbound Spear. That I don't have anymore that I have to reacquire. Is literally a piece of ice. I fuck with it. I definitely am okay with that. I would like to wiggle a piece of ice at people aggressively. Yeah, like this sword. Yeah, skin unlocked. Yeah. Like, all of these are like really old models. Or a lot of them are, at least. Mystic Forge to reset the weapon's attributes. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. What is it again? Philosopher's Stone, 5 piles of crystalline dust, and one of these is adjusters. Interesting. It's kind of like a mini version of the ascended like weapons. Like a fractal, you can inflict bleeding on an enemy that takes some more stacks of bleeding, inflict burning and torment. Use that. Oh. That's what the leather one looks like. That's what it looks like on the chart. The mask doesn't look like that terrible. The shoulder piece is not that great, but also not that bad. But yeah, that's where we'll call it. We'll keep working our way through this Guild Wars until we get to the Grand Blue Fantasy Guild Wars. We might do the first go of Gacha Fridays this Friday, potentially. I still haven't really decided. It's kind of, I'm on the fence about it. Mostly because like I really want to wait until Seven Nights comes out because I think that, well, because I think I'll have enough. Part of it though is also just the I feel self-conscious like doing, because like Limbus company honestly has a lot, because I could just do like my 3 mirror dungeon runs if I like run out of things to do, because that takes a while. But I also have no idea what the fuck I'm doing in that game. So I'm a little self-conscious about streaming it. But I don't know, we'll see. Thank you everybody for watching though. Thank you Rick for the raid, even though you stink. Hopefully we can get the sky scale up and running. But it was starting if you have a good day. It was like if you help yourself. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.